Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the Pelican League Baseball Game 4, finals of the championship series between the Owlz and the Quisqueyanos. Please join us by standing as we play our national anthem.
Though talking English much, as the St. Martin in the sea. Oh, sweet St. Martin's land, so bright by beach and strand, with sailors on the sea and harbors free, where the chains of mountains gleam.
Thank you. Home team, take the field. All right, folks. Welcome to the beginning of Game 4 of the Pelican League Championship final between the St. Martin Owlz and the Quisqueyanos. The St. Martin Owlz has taken a lead in the series 2-1, which would make today game 4. We'll see if the Quisqueyanos will even the series at 2 apiece, or the Owlz will extend their lead to 3-1. Lining up for the Quisqueyanos, first batter, number 25, the catcher, Alex Richinsin. Strike one, and the game has begun with a strike. Ball inside for ball 1. Alex Richinson steps in with the count of 1-1. Ball inside for ball 2. Ball inside. And the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. Strike 2, and the count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a fly ball to shallow right field. Caught by the center fielder Tyreek Lambert for out number 1. Now standing in, the number 2 batter, second baseman number 11, Hector Williams. Ball high for ball number 1. Ball outside for ball 2. Ball outside for ball 3. In the count, 3 balls and no strikes. Hector Williams the batter, nobody on and 1 man down. Strike 1. Ball inside, and Hector Williams takes first base. Next up, the number 3 hitter, first baseman number 27, Rene Mota. Strike 1. Runner goes out at second base, and that's good for out number 2. And that's good for 2 outs, folks. Rene Mota steps in with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down. Foul ball. Rene Mota steps in with a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 men down and nobody on. And the pitch. Ball outside for ball 2. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul ball, and we'll do it all again. Two balls and 2 strikes. Ball fly to the right field. Base hit, and Rene Mota is on the way for 2. Stands in with a double. Rene Mota is aboard with a stand-up double, and that brings up the number 4 batter, shortstop number 23, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓. Ball inside for ball 1. Ball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and Rene Mota advances to third base on the wild pitch. That puts the count at 2 balls and no strikes on 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓. The very dangerous 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓. Ball low for ball 3. And the count goes to 3 balls and no strikes. Time is called by the umpire. Three balls, no strikes. Ball inside, and 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 will take first base. And that puts runners at first and third with 2 outs. And in steps number 22, center fielder Jairo Jabalera. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Ball high for ball 1. Count stands at 1 ball and no strikes. First and third, 2 outs. Ball outside for ball 2. Count stands at 2 balls and no strikes. Steps in. Strike 1. And Jabalera steps in with 2 balls and 1 strike. Runners at the corners and 2 men down. Foul ball. And that's good for 2 strikes. Count stands at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 men on and 2 men out. Base hit up the middle and a run scores. Oscar Veras was on the move and he's at third base, safe. And the Quisqueyanos strike first. Puts the score at 1-0 in favor of the Quisqueyanos. And the runners are at first and third with 2 men down. And in steps the designated hitter, number 34, Miguel Hanson. Strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Count, no balls and 1 strike. Runner on the move. Strike, and he's out at second base. And that's good for 3 outs. And at the middle of the first inning, the score, Quisqueyanos 1, St. Martin Owlz 0. Welcome back, folks, to the bottom half of the first inning. The St. Martin Owls are up to bat. The score currently 1-0 in favor of the Quisqueyanos. And the Owls will line up as such. Number 55, Theo Van Hennigan. Batting second, number 2, Jalen Constance. Batting third, number 5, Edwin DeWeer. Batting fourth, number 18, Nisio York. Now batting fifth, number 25, Felix Monegro. Batting seventh, number 24, Hector Williams. Batting eighth, number 77, Oswaldo Wigley. And ninth, number 17, Tyreek Lambert. And that's good for strike one. On the batter, number 55, Theo Van Hennigan. Ball outside for ball number 1. And the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2. And that's a dead ball, and Theo Van Hennigan takes first base. And a runner's aboard, and in steps the number 2 batter, shortstop number 2, Jalen Constance. Runner goes to second base. Safe at second base. And Theo Van Hennigan moves to second base on the wild pitch. And the count is good for 1 ball and no strikes on Jalen Constance. A runner at second and nobody down. Runner moves. And he's back into second base safely. And the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at second base. Pick to second base and he's safe. Two balls and no strikes. Ball outside for ball 3. Strike 1. And Constance steps in at the count of 3 balls and 1 strike. Nobody down and 1 man on. And the bunt goes down, picked up by the pitcher, and it's dropped. And he throws it away, and a run scores. And Jalen Constance advances to second base on the error by the pitcher. And that brings up the number 3 batter, second baseman number 5, Edwin DeWeer. Ball outside for ball one. One ball and no strikes. Strike one. And the ball is bunted foul for strike number two. And the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A runner at second base and nobody out. Ball outside for ball two. And the count stands at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 𝒕𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒈𝒕𝒉𝒆𝒏𝒊𝒏𝒈, the batter. Ball fly to right field. Caught by Jason Maurice, and he's tagging. Safe at third base. And Jalen Constant slides in at third. And that's good for 1 out, folks. And in steps the catcher, number 18, Nisio York. Nisio York, the batter. Runner at third base, 1 out. Fly ball to the infield. And the shortstop's there, and he's got it for out number 2. And Nisio York is retired. And in steps the left fielder, right fielder, correction, number 25, Felix Monegro. And that's good for strike 1. Ball high for ball 1. Ball hit to the second baseman, fielded, and he's out for out number 3. And at the bottom of the first, we have a tie ball game. Quisqueyanos 1, St. Martin Owlz 1. Don't forget to visit the Peli Bar and Kitchen downstairs. Get your alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages. Our special of the day, we have our loaded fries with chicken, shrimp, or mix. Or if you so choose, you can have a shawarma as well. Mix, loaded, shawarma. Once again, we would like to thank our sponsors of the final series, the American University of St. Martin, the It's Time Foundation St. Martin, Nagico Insurances, Creative Juices, and St. Martin Concrete. Without these sponsors, we wouldn't be here, folks. So a special thank you out to those. Welcome back, folks. And at the top half of the second inning, the batter, number 34, Miguel Hanson. Ball inside for ball one. Ball low for ball number two. 2 balls, no strikes. Strike one. And the ball is line drive to center field. Oh, and it's dropped by the center fielder. And that puts Miguel Hanson at first base with a single off the fence. Stepping in the third baseman, number 5, Alejandro Frias. And the ball gets away. Throw to second base. Cut off by the pitcher. And Miguel Hanson advances to second base on the wild pitch. And that puts the count at 1 ball and no strikes. Ball outside for ball 2. Ball high for ball 3. Three balls and no strikes. And that's ball 4, folks. And Alejandro Frias will take first base. That puts runners at first and second base with nobody out. And that brings up number 44, Jason Maurice. Jason Maurice steps in with runners at first and second base, nobody out at the top half of the second inning. Bunted foul, and that's good for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Jason Maurice, the batter. Foul ball, and that's good for strike 2. The count, no balls and 2 strikes. Ball high for ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball to the second base. Third, out at second. Safe at first base. And that puts Jason Maurice at first, Miguel Hansen at third base, and in steps the left fielder, Alexander Alvarez. Ball low for ball number 1. One ball, no strikes. Ball inside for ball 2. And the count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. No strikes. Runners at first and third and 1 out. 1-1 ball game. Ball outside for ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike. Ball 4, and Alexander Alvarez takes his base. And that loads the bases for the number 1 batter, catcher number 25, Alex Richinson. Alex Richinson steps in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Steve, right 1. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. Fly ball to the right field. He's back. Caught by the right fielder and the runner is tagging. Go it. He's safe. And the runner is out at second base, at home plate. And that's good for 3 outs, folks. And at the middle half of the second inning, the score, Quisqueyanos 2, St. Martin Owlz 1. All right, folks, welcome back to the bottom half of the second inning. The score, Quisqueyanos 2, St. Martin Owlz 1. In steps the batter for the Owlz, number 6 batter, the third baseman, number 21, 𝒕𝒐𝒐𝒃 Williams. Strike one. Ball high for ball one. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody on and nobody out. Ball low for ball 2. Ball outside for ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike. Ball 4, and 𝒕𝒐𝒃 Williams takes his base. And in steps the number 7 batter, first baseman number 24, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 Williams. And the ball is bunted to the pitcher. Out at second base. And that's good for 1 out. 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 Williams is aboard first base. And in steps the number 8 hitter, left fielder number 77, 𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒃. Ball outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The count 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 man down and 1 man on. Strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes. Pick to first base. Save. Called by first base umpire Eddie Miller. One ball and 2 strikes on the batter. Ball outside for ball 2. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 𝑭𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒃 at the plate. Grounded to the third baseman. Out on second base. Safe at first base. And couldn't turn 2 in time. And 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 Williams is retired at second base. And 𝑭𝒐𝒍𝒍𝒐𝒃 is safe at first. And that brings up the number 9 hitter, center fielder number 17, Tyreek Lambert. Tyreek Lambert steps in with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike one. No balls and 1 strike. Ball low for ball number 1. And that puts the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners at first base and 2 outs. Ball outside for ball 2. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Pick the first base, save. Ball outside. And time is called by the catcher. And that puts the count at 3 balls and 1 strike. Tyreek Lambert, the hitter. Two outs. Strike 2, and that loads the count. So we have a full count, folks. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs and a runner at first base. Runner goes, foul ball, and we'll do it all again. Tyreek Lambert's battling. Will he win the battle or will he perish? 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Ball sky to the right side. First baseman striking. Caught for out number 3. And at the end of the 2nd inning, the score, Quisqueyanos 2, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 1. All right, folks, welcome back to the top half of the 3rd inning. Standing in for the Quisqueyanos, 2nd baseman number 11, Hector Williams. Strike 1. Ball high for ball 1. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded to the 2nd base, fielded Out at first base for out number 1. Standing in, the first baseman, number 27, Rene Mota. Base hit to left center field. And the ball is brought in by the left fielder, 𝒚𝒐𝒏𝒈𝒕𝒉𝒆𝒏𝒊𝒏𝒈 in a hurry. And Rene Mota is only limited to a single. And that brings up the number 4 hitter, shortstop number 23, Oscar Veras. Oscar Veras steps in. Pitch out, no go. And that's good for ball number 1. One ball and no strikes. Ball high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Ball low for ball 3. Three balls and no strikes. Rene Mota at first base, Oscar Veras the batter. Runner go. Up. Ball 4. And Oscar Veras takes first base. And with runners at first and second base, in stands the center fielder number 22, Jairo Avalera. Jairo Avalera steps in with 1 man down and 2 men aboard. The pitch. And Rene Mota is safe at second base. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. Jairo Avalera the batter. Foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3, and Jairo Habalera is set down. 2 outs. And in stands the number 6 batter, the designated hitter, number 34, Miguel Hanson. Runner goes, no throw. And the runner is safe at third base. And that puts a runner at first and third base, 2 outs. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. Runner goes, strike 2. And the runner is safe at second base, and the stolen base for Oscar Veras. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes. The runner at second and third, 2-man down. Strike 3, and Miguel Hanson is set down for out number 3. And at the middle of the third inning, the score 2-1 in favor of the Quisqueyanos. Don't forget, folks, head down to the Peli Bar and Peli Kitchen. Grab your shawarma or loaded fries. You can get them with chicken, shrimp, or a mix of the 2. Please like our Facebook page, Pelican League Baseball SXM. Like, comment, and share our posts. And once again, thank you to our sponsors for the final series, American University of St. Martin Concrete, the It's Time Foundation, Nagico Insurances, and Creative Juices. Without these companies, this would not be possible, folks. So again, a great thank you to our sponsors. We'll see you back here in a few. And at the bottom half of the third inning, in steps the first batter, number 55, Theo Van Hannigan. Strike 1. Ball outside for ball 1. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody on and nobody out. Ball high for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. And that brings up the number 2 hitter, shortstop number 2, Jalen Constance. Inside for ball 1. One ball and no strikes. No man on and 1 man down. Ball outside for ball 2. That puts the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Right one. Two balls and 1 strike. Jalen Constance, the batter. Ball inside for ball 3. And the count is 3 balls and 1 strike. 1 man down and nobody on the bases. 2-1 ball game. Ball 4, and Constance takes first base. And that brings up the number 3 hitter, second baseman number 5, Edwin DeWitt. Runner goes. Foul ball. And that's good for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. A runner aboard. And 1 man down. And he's out. Pick off the first base, and he's out for out number 2. And Jalen Constance is retired. No balls and 1 strike. Edwin DeWitt, the batter, 2 man down, nobody on. Ball sky to the right side. Caught by the first baseman for out number 3. And at the end of the 3rd inning, the score, SXM Owlz 1, Quisqueyanos 2. All right, folks. And at the top half of the fourth inning, batting for the Quisqueyanos, third baseman number 5, Alejandro Frias. Strike one. Ball high for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball out of play. Foul ball for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Ball high for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Frias the batter. Ball 3. And that loads the count. We've got a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on and nobody out. Foul ball, and we'll do it all again, folks. Three balls and 2 strikes. Ball high, ball 4. And Alejandro Frias takes first base. And in steps the number 8 hitter, right fielder number 44, Jason Morris. Ball inside for ball number 1. Strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. He's out at first base, and Alejandro Frias is picked off. Jason Morris steps in with a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on and 1 man down. And that's a dead ball, and the runner takes first base on a hit by pitch. And in stands the number 9 hitter, left fielder number 21, Alexander Alvarez. One man aboard, 1 out. Ball high for ball 1. No throw on the pickoff to first. One ball and no strikes. Alexander Alvarez, the batter. One out. The right one. The count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 man down, 1 man aboard. Time is called on the batter. Pick the first and the ball gets away. Going to second base. Safe at second base. Jason Maurice advances to second base on the wild pitch. Ball. Base hit to right field. Jason Maurice is on the way. Alexander Alvarez is safe at second base. Standing in the number 1 batter, catcher number 25, Alex Richinson. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ground ball to the right side. Out at home plate. Jason Maurice is out at home plate. Alexander Alvarez advances to third. And Alex Richardson is safe at first base. All right, folks. In step the second batter, second baseman number 11, Hector Williams. Ball high for ball one. Williams stands in with a count of 1 ball and no strike. Runners at first and third. 2 outs. Ball high for ball two. Right one. And the count stands at 2 balls and 1 strike. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. 2 men on. Ball high for ball 3. Three balls and 2 strikes. Ball outside for ball 4. And the bases are loaded for the number 3 hitter, first baseman number 27, Rene Mota. Ball inside for ball 1. Steve, right one. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the ball is picked up by the first baseman. And he's out for out number 3. And at the middle of the 4th, the score, Quisqueyanos 2, St. Martin Owlz 1. Welcome back, folks, to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Standing in for the St. Martin Owls, the number 4 hitter, catcher number 18, Nisio York. Ball skied back, out of play, foul ball. That's good for strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike. Nobody on and nobody out. Bunt attempt, foul ball. And that's good for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Picked up by the third baseman. Out at first base, and that's good for 1 out. Nisio York is retired. Standing in the number 5 batter, right fielder number 25, Felix Monegro. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The count, no balls and 1 strike. Ball outside for ball 1. One ball and 1 strike. Ball sky deep to left center field. Caught by the left fielder, Alexander Alvarez, for out number 2. Standing in the number 6 batter, third baseman number 21, 𝒕𝒉𝒆𝒏𝒈𝒕𝒉𝒆𝒏𝒊𝒏𝒈. Ball outside for ball 1. Ball outside for ball 2. Strike 1. Sky to left field, back. Caught by the left fielder for out number 3. And at the end of the 4th inning, the score, Quisqueyanos 2, St. Martin Owlz 1. Please, folks, don't forget to visit the Peli Bar and Kitchen. Grab your chicken, shrimp, or mixed shawarma or loaded fries. Also, don't forget to like our Facebook page, Pelican League Baseball SXM. And once again, thank you to our sponsors who've made tonight very possible. The American University of St. Martin, the It's Time Foundation, Nagico Insurances, Creative Juices, and St. Martin Concrete. We'll see you again at the top half of the fifth inning, folks. All right, folks, welcome back to the top half of the fifth inning. The score 2-1 in favor of the Quisqueyanos. Standing in for the Quisqueyanos, the number 4 hitter, number 23, shortstop, Oscar Berras. Steve right one. Ball 2. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball grounded to the first base, to the pitcher. Flip the first base for out number 1. And in steps the number 5 hitter, center fielder number 22, Jairo Jabalera. Ball sky to the left side. Out of play. Foul ball. One ball and 1 strike. Ball low. Two balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jairo Jabalera, the batter. Sky to the right field. Caught by the second baseman, Edwin DeWeer, for out number 2. Next up, the number 6 batter, the designated hitter, number 34, Miguel Hanson. Ball high for ball number 1. Steve, right one. Ball outside for ball number 2. And the count, 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 men down and nobody on. Ball high for ball 3. The count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Ground ball to the right side, picked up by second baseman. Out for out number 3. And at the middle half of the 5th inning, the score, Quisqueyanos 2, St. Martin Owlz 1. Welcome back, folks, to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Standing in, number 24, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 Williams. Ball low. Steve Reich. Ground ball. The pitcher picked up. Throw to first, and he's out for out number 1. Next up, the number 8 hitter, left fielder number 77, Oswaldo Wigley. Strike one. Strike two. Strike three. And 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 goes down swinging for out number two. Standing in the number 9 hitter, center fielder number 17, Tyreek Lambert. Ball outside for ball number one. Two balls and one strike. Ball low for ball three. Strike one. And the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. All right, folks, that's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3. Set down for out number 3. And at the end of 5, the score, Quisqueyanos 2, the SXM Owlz 1. Yes. All right, folks, at the top half of the sixth inning, the score 2-1 in favor of the Quisqueyanos, and we have ourselves a doozy of a ball game. Standing in next for the Quisqueyanos, the number 7 hitter, third baseman number 5, Alejandro Frias. Ground ball to the second baseman, grabbed by Edwin DeWeer. Out at first for out number 1. And we have a pinch hitter, number 17, Rafi Richardson. Ball high for ball number 1. Right one. Right 2. Swing and a miss. Up, balls on the ground, foul ball. And Rafi Richardson has another life. Foul ball. And we'll do it all again. One ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball. Rafi Richardson is battling for his life. And the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 man down and nobody on. Ball outside for ball 2. Ball sky to the middle of the infield. Caught by the first baseman, Hector Williams, for out number 2. Next up, the left fielder, number 21, Alexander Alvarez. Ball inside for ball 1. Steal, right 1. Ball sky to the right side. Foul ball. One ball and one strike. Foul ball, and that's good for strike two. The count, one ball and two strikes. Ball outside for ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pop fly in the infield. Caught by the third baseman for out number 3. All right, folks. Good evening. We have a set of keys that has been delivered to the scorer's booth. So if you lost your keys, please report to the scorer's booth. It's a key for a Honda. The key is for a Honda. If your car is a Honda and you lost your keys, come to the scorer's booth to collect them. There's also a WIB patch on the keys. Windward Island Bank patch on the keys. Please report to the scorer's booth to collect your keys. All right, folks, welcome back to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Some Owlz at bat. Standing in the number 1 batter, number 55, the pitcher, Theo Van Heinigen. Strike one. Ball low for ball one. And the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody on and nobody out. Strike two. One ball and 2 strikes. Ball outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball belted deep to left field. Off the fence, and Theo Van Hannigan is held at first with a deep single. Standing in the number 2 batter, shortstop number 2, Jalen Constance. Pick the first and he's safe. Time is called by the first base umpire. Constance steps in. Ball outside, and the ball gets past the catcher. The runner advances to second base. And that's a wild pitch by the pitcher. The count stands at 1 ball and no strike. Nobody out. No man on second base. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Bunted to the catcher. Save! And the runner goes. And the run scores on an error by the catcher. And that ties the ball game, folks. Standing in the number 3 batter, second baseman number 5, Edwin DeWeer. Strike 1. Outside for ball 1. The count, 1 ball and 1 strike. And at first base and nobody out. Pick the first and he's safe. One ball, 1 strike. Belted to center field. Caught by the center fielder for out number 1. And Edwin DeWeer is retired. Standing in the catcher number 18, Nisio York. Runner goes and he's safe at second base. Jalen Constance has himself a stolen base. With one man down and a runner at second base, 𝒕🐐 York steps in with one ball and no strikes. Strike one. One ball and one strike. Ball low for ball number 2. 𝒕🐐 York steps in with 2 balls and 1 strike. One man down and one man on second. Strike 2. 𝒕🐐 York steps in with the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul ball, and we'll do it all again. Two balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second base, 1 out. Ball popped up in That brings up the second baseman, number 11, Hector Williams. Swing and foul ball out of play. And that's good for strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike. The batter, Hector Williams. Ball hit to the second baseman, picked up. Out at first base for out number 2. In stands the third hitter, number 27, the first baseman, Rene Mota. Foul ball. All right, folks, we're back. Rene Mota steps in with a count of no balls and 1 strike. And ball 1. Rene Mota. And that puts a man aboard with 2 men down. Next up, the fourth hitter, shortstop number 23, Oscar Veras. Oscar Veras steps in with 2 men down and 1 man aboard. Ball outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Runner goes. Safe at second base, and Rene Mota has himself a stolen base. And the runner is brought closer for 𝒚𝒐𝒐𝒏𝒈𝒄𝒉. Inside. 3 balls, no strike. Ball high for ball 4. 𝒚𝒐𝒐𝒏𝒈𝒄𝒉 takes first base. Next up, the number 5th batter, center fielder number 22, Jairo Jabalera. The right one. Jabalera steps in at no balls and 1 strike. 2 men down and 2 men on. 𝒚𝒐𝒐𝒏𝒈𝒄𝒉 takes a look at second. Jabalera steps in. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes. 2 men on and 2 men down. Time is called. We'll do it all again, folks. Jairo Jabalera steps in at no balls and 2 strikes. 2 men aboard, 2 men out. Pick to second base, no throw. Base hit to left field. And the throw home, and he's held at third base. And the bases are loaded for the number 6 batter, the designated hitter number 34, Miguel Hanson. Time is called by the manager of the SXM Owlz. Welcome back, folks. We are jam-packed with a tie ball game of 2-2 with bases loaded, 2-man down, and Miguel Hanson steps to the plate. Top half of the 7th inning. And we have ourselves here a doozy, folks. Ball inside for ball number 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Strike 1. Count stands at 1 ball and 1 strike. Popped up into the infield. Caught by shortstop Jalen Constance for out number 3. And at the middle of the 7th inning, the score still 2-2. We have a tie ball game. Folks, we'd like to ask you to stand for the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. All right, folks, welcome back to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Standing in for the St. Martin Owls, number 77, Oswaldo Wigley. Strike 1. Strike 2. Oswaldo Wigley stands in at no balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on and nobody out. Bunted to the pitcher, fielded, and he drops it. And Harry Wigley, Oswaldo Wigley, is aboard with error by the pitcher. And that brings up the number 9 hitter, center fielder number 17, Tyreek Lambert. Bunted to the pitcher, fielded, out at first base. And Harry Wigley moves to second base, while Tyreek Lambert is out at first. That brings up the first batter, number 55, the pitcher, Theo Van Hennigan. it deep to left field. And it's out of here. And Theo Van Heineken will touch them all. And the score now 4-2 in favor of the home team, the St. Martin Owls. In stands the number 2 hitter, shortstop number 2, Jalen Constance. The right one. No balls, 1 strike. Ball high for ball 1. Ball hit to the second baseman, picked up. Out at second base for out number 2. And that brings up the number 3 hitter, second baseman number 5, Edwin DeWitt. Ball low for ball number 1. Time is called by the umpire. Ball grounded to the left side, picked up by the third baseman. Out at first base for the 3rd out. And at the bottom half of the 7th inning, the score, Quisqueyanos 2, SXM Owlz 4. Don't forget, folks, to like and comment and share on our Facebook page, Pelican League Baseball SXM. Head down to the Peli Bar and Kitchen for your alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, or try our special of the day, chicken, shrimp, or mixed shawarma, or if you prefer, loaded fries. And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the American University of St. Martin, the It's Time Foundation, St. Martin Concrete, Nagico Insurances, and Creative Juices. This series would not be possible without our dear sponsors. We'll be back at the top half of the 8th inning. All right, folks, welcome back to the top half of the 8th inning. Quisqueyanos up to bat. And the batter, the number 7 hitter, third baseman number 5, Alejandro Frias. Ball inside for ball 1. Ball inside for ball 2. Strike 1. Ball belted deep to left center field. Caught by the center fielder, Tyreek Lambert, for out number 1. Standing in, number 17, Rafi Richardson. Ball inside for ball 1. Strike 1. Ball bunted to the left side. Picked up by the catcher. Throw, bad throw, and the ball gets into the outfield. Rafi Richardson is safe at second base. And he's aboard. Standing in, the number 9 hitter, left fielder number 21, Alexander Alvarez. Ball inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Strike 1. count, no balls and one strike. Ball low for ball two. Oh, ball one. Ball one, correction. They count, one ball and one strike. Ball outside for ball two. They count, two balls and one strike. One man down and nobody on. Strike two. Two balls and two strikes. Ball foul back, and we'll do it all again. And the count, two balls and two strikes on the batter, 𝒕𝒕𝒉𝒆𝒏𝒈𝒕𝒉𝒆𝒏𝒊𝒏𝒈. Swing and a miss, strike three. Out number two. And in steps the first baseman, number 24, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 Williams. Ball low for ball number one. Swing and miss, strike one. And the count, one ball and one strike, nobody on and two men down. Swing and miss, strike two. One ball and two strikes. The pitch. Base hit to left field. And 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 Williams is aboard with a base hit. And that puts runner at first base with two men down. Next batter, the 8-hitter, left fielder number 77, Oswaldo Wigley. Right one. Ball high for ball number one. The count to Oswaldo Wigley, one ball and one strike. One man aboard and two men down. Pick the first base and he's safe. One ball, one strike. Ball low for ball number two. Two balls and one strike. Ooh, foul ball. And that's good for strike number two. Oswaldo Wigley steps in with a count, two balls and two strikes. Two men down and one man aboard. Ball inside for ball three. And the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 men down and a man aboard. Foul ball! Called by the home plate umpire. And we'll do it all again, folks. Oswaldo Wigley steps in with a count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 men out, 1 man aboard. Foul ball! Let's do it again, folks. Three balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball! And Oswaldo Wigley is putting quite a fight. Let's see if he'll win the battle or will he perish for out number 3. Pick the first base and he's safe. Ball 4, and Oswaldo Wigley takes first base. And with 2 men aboard, the number 9 hitter steps in. Center fielder number 17, Tyreek Lambert. Right one. Foul ball, and that's good for strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 men down, 2 men aboard. Ball belted, back, out of play, foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 down. Ball outside for ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. Foul ball. And we'll do it all again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hit by pitch, and Tyreek Lambert makes his way to first base. And the bases are loaded for number 55, the very hot pitcher, Theo Van Hannigan. All right, folks. Number 55, Theo Van Hannigan steps in with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. Ball outside, and runners are not able to move. The count, nope, strikes and 1 ball. Strike 1. Foul ball. And the count stands at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs and the base is loaded. Foul ball, and we'll do it all again. Ball outside for ball 2. Count stands at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs and bases loaded. Foul ball. Two balls and 2 strikes. Foul ball. And the count stands at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball outside for ball 3. And the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. The runners will be on the move. Base hit! And 2 runs are in. Theo Van Hannigan is aboard with a single. And Tyreek Lambert is at third. Standing in the number 2 batter, shortstop number 2, Jalen Constance. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh and 2. Ball belted to the center field. Caught by the center fielder, Hector Williams for out number 3. And at the end of the 8th inning, the score, 𝒚𝒐𝒖𝒓 Owlz 7, Quisqueyanos 2. And we're heading into the top half of the 9th inning. This is the final chance for the Quisqueyanos. Should they tie the game, or will they perish and move on to game number 5? All right, folks. Welcome back to the top half of the 9th inning. Standing in for the Quisqueyanos, number 4, Richard Maduro. Steve, right one. Foul ball, and that's good for strike number 2. And the count stands at no balls and 2 strikes. Hit by pitch, and Richard Maduro is aboard first base. Standing in the number 3 batter, number 27, Rene Mota. Base hit by Rene Mota. Richard Maduro is heading to third base. Safe at third base. Rene Mota is safe at second. And that's a stand-up double for Rene Mota. And with nobody out and runners at second and third, standing in the shortstop number 23, Oscar Veras. All right, folks, Oscar Veras steps in with nobody out and the runners at third and second. Foul ball, and that's good for strike number one. Ball high for ball one. The count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball sky to the right side, out of play. And the count stands at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oscar Veras, the batter. Rene Mota stands at second base. Richard Maduro stands at third base with nobody out. Ball high for ball number 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ball out of play. And we'll do it all again, folks. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out, a man at second and a man at third. The score 7-2 in favor of the XXM Owlz. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Oscar Veras is set down for out number 1. And in stands the number 5 hitter, center fielder number 22, Jairo Jabalera. Ball high for ball number 1. Time is called. One ball and no strikes. One man down and two men aboard in the top half of the ninth inning. Ball high for ball two. Two balls, no strikes. And he's intentionally walked to load the bases. And the next batter, designated hitter number 34, Miguel Hanson. Miguel Hanson steps in with the bases loaded and one man down. Ball high for ball one. Strike one. The count stands at 1 ball and 1 strike. Miguel Hanson steps in. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball high for ball three. Swing and a miss, strike two. And the count stands at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out with the bases loaded. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and we'll do it all again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Out of play, foul ball, and we'll do it all again. Three balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Foul ball. Let's do it again, folks. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded and 1 out. Ball 4. And a run is walked home. And the next batter, standing in number 5, the third baseman, Alejandro Frias. Strike one. The score now 7-3 in favor of the St. Martin Owls. Ball sky to the left side. Caught by the left fielder Oswaldo Wigley for out number 2. And the Quisqueyanos are down to their final out. Number 17 up to bat, Rafi Richardson. And we're down to 2 outs, down to the final out. Rafi Richardson steps in. Strike one. No balls and 1 strike. Ball hit to center field. Caught by Tyreek Lambert for out number 3. And the Owls have won game 4. And the series stands at Owls 3, Quisqueyanos 1. Please join us for the following game Tuesday evening for game number 5 between the Quisqueyanos and the 𝒚𝒂𝒄𝒉 Owls. Don't forget to grab your last beverages and shawarma or loaded fries at the Peli Bar and Peli Kitchen. Also, please don't forget to visit our Facebook page, Pelican League Facebook page, Pelican League Baseball SXM. Like, comment, share our posts. And also, lastly, can't forget our sponsors of tonight, the SXM Concrete, St. Martin Concrete, the American University of St. Martin, the It's Time Foundation, Nachigove Insurances, and Creative Juices. It would not be possible without these wonderful sponsors. And again, I bid you adieu and see you guys on Tuesday evening, 7:30 p.m. sharp is the first pitch. And have a good evening, everybody. Signing out.